The 5 signs your ex will leave you again. Relationships end and hearts get broken. That is normal. Many times people regret separation either because they miss their ex-partner and love them, or because of other reasons like habit, loneliness, or pressure from friends or family. We don't even have to tell you that the latter reasons are all wrong, and if someone makes up with their partner because of them, then that relationship simply won't work well and will probably get broken up in the future again. The key to having a good relationship, after once being broken up, is to be clear on why you are getting back together with your ex and how he or she feels about you this time. What is their reason for getting back with you? Especially if he or she is the one who broke off the relationship, or even if you were the one to break up, you still need to know your reasons as to why you two are getting back and if it will work better this time. Before we begin, subscribe to Modern Love Potion because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist. So click or tap the subscribe button now to not miss out. On that note, here we will talk about the possible reasons why your ex might come back after a breakup. These are all the wrong reasons one might make up over and means your ex might leave you again. You definitely don't want to end up brokenhearted once more. So sitting down and thinking clearly, or even directly asking your partner, is crucial. After all, something is worth doing no matter how hard it is, if it means that it will save you all the troubles of a broken heart once more. Without further ado, let's talk about the 5 reasons why your ex will come back after breaking your heart. When your ex suddenly shows up on the doorstep again, there can be many reasons. When you get dumped by your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's a heartbreaking feeling. And it is normal that we desperately ask ourselves and everyone in our close circle the question, will my partner come back? Even if you have no contact anymore, you stalk him or her on Instagram and Facebook and read umpteen articles about how you could get your ex back. But actually, you don't have to worry about that at all, because heartbreakers always come back, and right when you're just starting to forget about them. It's as if those who break up have a 7th sense about it. As soon as we're over them, they come back around the corner. There are many reasons why the ex does this, and before you let the relationship merry-go-round take another turn, you should think twice if it's worth it. At this point, you have to be selfish and think about your feelings and future versus someone else's, no matter how much you loved him or her or still love them. Let's talk about the first reason why an ex might come back. This is a wrong reason to make up over, and almost always results in another breakup and more heartache for you. Number 1, your ex-partner is insecure. If we're honest, many of us don't even know what a healthy relationship looks like. We learn from our role models, and if, for example, our parents fought all the time, we just copy that. If your ex has learned that it's normal to avoid conflict, it's no wonder he or she bows out as soon as things get difficult. Maybe he or she has an unrealistic expectation of a relationship that a happy couple never fights. And as soon as there's trouble, their alarm bells go off and they take off. But when the dust settles, he or she starts to miss you and wonder if they made the right decision. And so they sneak back into your life. If this is true of your ex, they are not intentionally trying to hurt you. They are just totally unsure of what to do. Number 2, there is no one else he or she is interested in right now. The neighbor's grass is always greener until you're on the other side and see it was a sham. Some men are afraid of losing their freedom and options if a relationship becomes too intimate. But then, when he or she takes a closer look at the options, they realize that they are not as good as what he or she already had. And that's the moment your partner comes back to you, because they realize they made a mistake. Hey, are you liking the video so far? If so, I have good news. Make sure you like and subscribe to Modern Love Potion, because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist, and you'll never miss our videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you have a story you want to share with me or other people watching this video in the Modern Love Potion community, write a comment below. Okay, so where were we? Number 3. Your ex is testing you. Your partner may not do it on purpose, but when your ex leaves you and comes back, they may be testing their limits to see how far he or she can go. For example, there are guys who break up before a festival or a mega party to have a free pass. Afterward, however, they come right back. Okay, that's pretty bad, but your partner is not the only one to blame for the situation. If you let them do that to you, they think it's okay to treat you that way. If you keep taking it back, it tells your ex that you tolerate his or her bad behavior. You need to set healthy boundaries and not let your ex treat you that way. Healthy communication is always a way to be in a relationship, and that means that the chances of your ex breaking your heart again will be minimal. Speaking of setting up healthy boundaries with an ex, here's a short piece of advice on how to do it. If it's at all possible, give yourself time without your ex. It doesn't have to be forever, obviously, but giving yourself a month or two without seeing or talking to them can help create that clear line between what you once had and what you are now trying to create. It gives you that separation that can help you avoid backsliding back into old habits. In cases where you can't have them completely out of your life, even briefly, create as much space as possible between you. Only see or talk to them when absolutely necessary. Limit discussions to the kids or tell them whether you found their vinyl collection in the basement. Even if you truly want to stay friends, or you know you have to be nice because you have kids, you still need that time to work through what happened and try to get to a better place. You're not weak or mean or anything else for asking them for that distance and time. Number 4. Guilt tortures your ex. Good news, most people don't intentionally break hearts. That's why many men and women just feel guilty and want to be a friend, and make sure you get along without them. He or she may not even realize that this is pretty much the worst thing they can do. After all, they are raising hopes of a love comeback. So make sure they don't hurt you again, and clear this with them beforehand. Number 5. Your ex regrets the breakup. Everyone makes mistakes. If the ex comes back after the breakup, he or she may simply regret their decision. In fact, one study found that this is true for 43% of ex-partners. A person may really have made a stupid decision and wants to undo the mistake. It happens, and in that case, it must be said that everyone deserves a second chance. So of course, if the breakup wasn't too bad for you, and there is never a guarantee that you won't get your heart broken again, what really matters, however, is how you deal with it. If you want to know how likely your chances are to get back with your ex, click our Ex Back quiz in the first description below. Also, if you want to see our best videos, click the videos on the screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on any of our videos, and I'll see you next week.